Ever since the third generation Honda Pilot arrived in 2016, the three-row SUV has been one of the top players in the midsize crossover segment. The 2019 model year brings a mid-cycle refresh, which means more tech, more refinement, and more everyday conveniences. Let's hop behind the wheel to check out what's new. So Honda says that their 9-speed automatic transmission has been updated software-wise for the 2019 model year. There were reports that it had perhaps been hunting for gears when you were driving it. Earlier today on the freeway, I was able to kind of see a bit of hesitation. There was about a second delay in the programming before it found the right gear. But other than that, it seems like it's dialed in pretty well. I've tried to replicate that behavior again throughout the day, and it's only happened once. So it seems like the programming is right with the transmission. But it's paired with a 3.5-liter V6 with 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. And it moves this heavier SUV along the road just nicely. One of the most surprising things about the Pilot is how flat it corners. And that actually isn't at the expense of the ride itself, because it rides really well at the same time. Not sure how they did that, but they were able to pull it off in a big three-row SUV like this, which is pretty impressive. So the Pilot comes with, in higher trims, torque vectoring all-wheel drive, which is really nice if you're in a hurry to get the kids to soccer practice. You're going to feel a little bit more control under you because the vehicle is apportioning its 280 horsepower across the wheels in a sporty way. So it doesn't handle like a sports car, but if you're in a hurry, you're feeling more confident as a result of that. Also new for 2019 is an updated idle stop system, so a start-stop system that allows the engine to turn off when you're at a stoplight or even a stop sign. But the problem that I had with that was that we were going up a canyon road and we came to a stop sign. The vehicle shut down, but then when I lifted my foot off the brake, the vehicle actually rolled back for about a half second before the engine activated again. So I'm thinking maybe they need to still work on speeding up the idle stop system. Honda's done a lot of work on the infotainment for the 2019 Pilot, and probably the most important addition to all of that is the addition of a volume knob. Nobody really likes doing a slider thing like you had to do before, but with a physical knob, it's really easy for your muscle memory to get used to. There's a new 8-inch display audio touchscreen, can run Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it's a really easy user interface to operate. It operates just like you're used to with your smartphone, and it's pretty intuitive too. So if you're not keen on the idea of plugging your phone into your vehicle for navigation, Honda has you covered for that because they have Garmin-based navigation embedded into the upper level trims of the Pilot. And it works really easily. Just like the overall infotainment system is pretty easy to use, just like your smartphone, you can pinch and zoom and operate your navigation just like you would with your phone, so it's pretty seamless. Another piece of big news for the 2019 Pilot is the addition of Honda Sensing. It's actually standard now across the board for all trims of Pilot. And Honda Sensing includes stuff like road departure mitigation, adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning. This category of buyer is looking for something like that because ultimately they want to keep themselves and their families safe. The pre-refresh third-gen Pilot was no stranger to accolades, but the updated 2019 model should keep this SUV at the top of your midsize crossover consideration list for years to come.